When Dharma is threatened, the Divine Mother never remains silent. She manifests in two supreme ways for the seeker. One is the Bagalāmukhī Yantra, a fortress of stillness that halts aggression. The other is the Khadgamala Stotram, a garland of radiant swords that leads the pilgrim into her innermost palace. One protects from without, the other transforms from within. Together they form a complete sadhana of strength, clarity and grace. In the Mahavidya tradition, Bagalamukhi embodies Stambhana Shakti, the power to arrest hostile momentum without hatred. Her yantra is not an ornament, it is her very body expressed in sacred geometry. At the Bindu, all agitation collapses. The downward pointing triangle grounds scattered prana. The six-petaled lotus holds the six enemies of the mind: desire, anger, greed, delusion, pride and envy. So they cannot dominate. The triple square is the fortress of Dharma itself, protecting what is pure. The Rudra Yamala Tantra captures her essence in one powerful command.
Vagvairinam mukham stambhaya jivvakīlaya buddhim vinashaya.
Paralyze the speech of those who oppose Dharma. Bind their tongues, dissolve their misguided intellect. Her Mula Mantra carries the power directly.
Om Hlim Bagalāmukhī sarvadushtānam vācam mukham padam stambhaya jivvakīlaya buddhim vinashaya. Hlim Om Swaha.
This video is meant for informational purposes only. One must not take up the practices unless guided by an authorized guru from an authentic parampara system. This video is only meant to spread knowledge about yantras and various chants that have the capabilities to transform an individual for the better.
O Bagalamukhi, still the speech, the mouth and the steps of the unjust. Bind their tongues, dissolve their false intellect. There is also her Gayatri, which invokes not just silence but clarity.
Om Vadvadaya cha vidmahe stambhanaya cha dhimahi tanno Bagala prachodayat.
We contemplate she who grants right speech and stambhana. May Bagala impel our understanding. What fruits arise from her worship? The tradition speaks clearly. Victory in speech and debate, Vak Vijaya. Protection from legal and financial troubles. Neutralization of black magic and curses. Mental stillness, freedom from anxiety, from sleeplessness, from agitation. The power to transform enemies into neutrals. No destruction but the dissolution of enmity itself. Stability in career and public life where projects advance and opposition loses its force. Protection of the household where quarrels ease and harmony grows. The Bagalamukhi Tantra assures.
Stota stambhayati shatrun dhyatri sarvam vinashayet.
He who praises her halts his enemies, and she who meditates on her dissolves all adversity. To begin is simple. Place the yantra on a yellow cloth, offer turmeric, a yellow flower and light a ghee lamp. Gaze softly at the Bindu, whisper the Mula Mantra or even the simple invocation. Just a few minutes daily with steadiness for 21 or 41 days and the yantra becomes a silent shield. It halts turbulence not by retaliation but by neutralization. If the yantra guards the gates, the Khadgamala opens the palace. This stotram is transmitted in the Vamakeshwara Tantra as a Shuddha Shakti Mala. Its fruit is declared without ambiguity.
Esha Vidya Mahasiddhidayini Smriti Matratah.
This Vidya, even when merely remembered, grants great accomplishments. Khadga means sword, Mala means garland. Thus, Khadgamala is the garland of swords, each name of the goddess a radiant blade of awareness cutting ignorance and protecting the sadhaka. The Dhyana Shloka paints the vision.
Araktabham trinetram arunim vasanam ratnatatam karamyam hastam bhujai sapashankusha madanadhanus sayakair visfurantim.
Meditate on the goddess, red-hued, three-eyed, clad in crimson, adorned with gemmed earrings, holding noose, gourd, sugarcane, bow and flower arrows in her lotus hands. The Falashruti is equally unflinching.
Eko varam japat dhyanam sarva puja phalam labhet.
One recitation with meditation grants the fruit of all worships. And this striking assurance.
तादृश्यं खड्गमाप्नोति येन हस्तस्थितेन वै अष्टादश महाद्वीप सम्राट भोक्ता भविष्यति.
He who holds such a sword of names becomes like the emperor of the 18 great continents. In practice, its siddhis manifest subtly in this age. Anima means the power to remain unnoticed when needed. Mahima means recognition and dignity when dharma requires one's voice. Laghima means lightness of heart and freedom from burdens. Garima means gravity of influence that changes lives by presence alone. To practice, sit facing east, light a lamp, read the meaning once so the heart knows what it invokes. Then recite a portion daily or the full stotram for 21 or 41 days. Some perform nyasa, touching the heart, head, crown, eyes and shoulders, invoking Hridaya Devi, Shiro Devi, Shikha Devi, Kavacha Devi, Netra Devi, Astra Devi. Thus the body itself becomes Devi's yantra. There is also a powerful way to unite both practices. As you recite the Khadgamala, rest your eyes gently on the Bagalamukhi Yantra. Keep your gaze on the Bindu while the tongue recites the names. Allow the sacred geometry to anchor your mind even as the stotram carries you inward. In this way, the yantra stills the turbulence of thought while the stotram opens the subtle doors of the inner temple. Together, they weave silence and mantra into one stream. The benefits are profound. The mind enters steadiness without strain. Emotional disturbances lose their grip. Words acquire weight without aggression, and a hidden confidence arises. The felt sense that Devi herself guards and guides the sadhaka. Even if the mind wanders, the mantra carries the seeker. It protects through alignment, not through strain. The elders phrase the union beautifully.
Yantram Devi Dehah, Mantram Devi Vani.
The yantra is Devi's body, the mantra is Devi's voice. The Bagalamukhi Yantra silences outer turbulence. The Khadgamala crowns the seeker with inner swords of wisdom. One stabilizes the battlefield of life. The other opens the sanctum of the soul. Practiced together, they yield clarity without quarrel, devotion without fear, and progress without hostility. To begin is simple. Whisper the Mula Mantra for a few minutes, then recite the Khadgamala even if only apart. Keep the lamp lit, keep the heart open. For Bagalamukhi silences hostility outside and Khadgamala crowns the seeker with swords of wisdom within. The mother protects, the mother steadies, and the mother transforms. And so the sadhaka bows with this prayer.
Hili mantrena jaye devi bagale peet vastrini. Khadgamala jape nityam palay mam pareshwari.
O Devi Bagala, clad in yellow, victorious through the mantra Hlim by the daily recitation of Khadgamala, O Supreme Mother, protect me always.